Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in this series between Tho and WFZ. Game 3 taking place here on Ancient Isle 2, and need to go ahead and speed this up to the 8-minute mark and get things underway. Alright, we are all tied up at 1 game apiece in this best of 3 series, as it will be an Archmage versus a Death Knight again. Alright, 2 minutes have come and gone, and here we go. Death Knight now on the field, did pick up a Rod of Necromancy just a little bit further away. Meanwhile, Militia are now making their way over to this 5-3-3 creep camp, gonna go ahead and take down this Troll Trapper creep camp and do it well in time before the Death Knight makes his way over. Alright, Death Knight now making his way down off over here. Let's go ahead, gonna go ahead and take it down. Ogre Warrior is now down. You see a Manual of Health and a Gloves of Haste is all that is left. There you have it, as the Death Knight is trying to perhaps get a little bit of easy kills on some of those Militia, but was unable to do so. Very strong micro coming in from the Archmage, pretty much protecting all of those units. Manual of Health was dropped. Archmage does have a little bit of extra health here. We'll see if that does make a bit of a difference later, as the Death Knight now makes his rounds again. Alright, it looks as though the Null Poacher will get taken down. There's that level 2, all-important level 2. A Water Elemental down to 102 hit points. Is it going to get taken out as well? That is a big question there, as the Death Knight, yes, does get the kill off on the Water Elemental, and now is on the board with 42 experience. Alright, so far, another Rod of Necromancy charge should be used here in just a moment, but it really feels like the Death Knight doesn't have as much to go on this time around. You can see that the Archmage is still running around pretty frantically, and it looks like he is going to be going for another Militia clear. Death Knight, with those skeletal minions, are going to try and force all of these units back, but I'm not 100% sure that that is really going to make anything really happen there. The Death Knight and the skeletal minions are now running down here. Footmen and Militia are here as well, and here you go. The Death Knight, or the Archmage, is just pretty much going to go, you know what, I'm going to try and clear this out. If you get this, if you get some experience, you get some experience, but that's pretty much it. A giant frantic chaos of 3 armies now attacking each other in a bit of a free-for-all, and it looks like the Archmage is gonna come out as a bit of the victor here, as the Footman gets taken down as it was trying to run around the corner. However, the Archmage now almost at level 3 now because of all of that experience. Skeletal minions were taken down, the creep camps were taken down, and the Death Knight really didn't steal that much experience at all. He's now sitting at level 1, halfway to level 2, but this is not going to be enough for him if he wants to try and win and pick up this series. Halls of the Dead is nearly done. Slaughterhouse should be started. And we really haven't seen enough destroyers, or a quick rush to destroyers, which I normally like to see in this Death Knight matchup. And Crypt Fiend's now attempting to run back here. Crypt Fiend just going to take an absolute beating, but no real danger of getting taken down, as a Death Coil does come over in time to really heal it up. Alright, Death Knight, sitting at 56 mana, it picks up a Naga Sea Witch, and this is going to be a very, very aggressive play. Ursula Snakemane is going to be the Naga Sea Witch here, as we should see the Naga Sea Witch really try to press forward. Alright, I don't see a Slaughterhouse anywhere nearby yet. That does come as a bit of a surprise to me. There is that Slaughterhouse now, as we see the Town Hall has already been completed, and the Undead pretty much can't do anything against that Town Hall. That Town Hall is going to be sitting there, and it's just going to absorb way too much damage from the piercing of these ghouls, of the Crypt Fiends and the Death Knight, as there is nothing else there. Alright, Slaughterhouse going to get surrounded here, and with no Nerubian towers whatsoever, it looks like this is going to be coming to an end. Oh, Water Elemental was going to go after this Footman, this one poor ghoul. That ghoul looks like it will get taken down there. There it goes. The Footmen finally make their way all the way to the back. Nerubian tower is now up. Footmen are just running rabid inside the base, and this is just an absolute slaughter of the Undead army. The timing on this is just so strong. So many Footmen inside the base here, and they're just taking down every single Acolyte, not a care in the world with the Nerubian towers. And and maybe even eventual spirit towers here, as the footmen do have defend. All right, let's take a look at this. The footmen are still just preventing their opponent from getting any gold whatsoever. The footmen now need to back off here, though, as tower after tower shot is going to start to deplete these hit points. The ghouls and the skeletal minions are going to come in. What is this? A staff of teleportation coming in. Is it going to try and scroll a town portal out? Let's take a look at this. Archmage is now back in here. There is a little bit more damage. Are we going to see a ghoul get taken down? No, we are not. That ghoul escapes at 6 hit points. Meanwhile, the water elemental has been dropped again, and with that archmage leading the army, this army just looks that much stronger to try and prevent any more mining. Back over here, you can see the Crypt Fiends are now attempting to stop this Arcane Vault Scout Tower from coming into play. They will be able to do exactly that here, but it is still now 0 bases to 1 in terms of mining, and that is infinitely better for the human player. All right, Haunted Goldmine about to take a lot of damage. Footmen need defend. There is that defend up. Are they going to get focused down? That does seem to be the case here, as the Archmage should be thinking about using that Scroll of Town portal to get out of here. No real danger of taking out the Haunted Goldmine at all, as the Haunted Goldmine is now finally getting some focus in here. All right, let's take a look at this. We can see a bit of repairing on the Haunted Goldmine, but the Crypt Fiends, more Acolytes now making their way over. Another Water Elemental now making its way in. And the Haunted Goldmine down to 78, 84, 67, 60, 30, 50. Wow, this is cutting it extremely close, as the repairs are now going into overdrive. And it looks like it will stay alive, as Acolyte or as so many footmen have been taken down. Is the Archmage finally going to use a Scroll of Town portal to get out of here? I would have expected him to get out of this fight a long time ago, but that is just not happening, as the footmen are still getting focused down here. Death Knight fighting on Blight, doing a great job. Another Acolyte pulls all the way back. Acolyte after Acolyte trying to run. Footmen now trying to run in here as well. And what is going on is the ghouls. Oh, the ghouls are now coming in as well. Beautiful just focus fire from the Halls of the Dead to change things up again, as the Water Elemental does fall and the Death Knight sits at level 3. Let's take a look. The expansion is now up and operational. 31 over 48 compared to 32 over 30. The additional gold mine is really, really helpful, as the Acolytes are both repairing and haunting this gold mine. Nope, only haunting, not repairing. Back off to the north, Keep is about 2/3 of the way to tier 2. Or the main building is now 2/3 of the way over, as the Crypt Fiends now want to put in pressure. Arcane Towers could end up falling. Archmage does not get hit. A big surprise there. There it goes. Finally to disrupt the healing, as we see one Arcane Tower is now down. Footman quickly is turning on defend to make sure that it can stay alive from the focus fire of those Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends are now just wandering around back and forth. You can see them. The Crypt Fiends are looking for easy targets to try and take down. Defend on those footmen. I think one of those footmen actually don't have defend on, and you should really be trying to focus down the units that don't have defend. There goes those units there. Footmen now still making their way off to the north, or off from the north. Death Knight still seen at level 3. Rada Necromancy charges still not enough, and without the Obsidian statues, this army is just much, much weaker. Back off over here is Slaughterhouse. Now getting up that Obsidian statue. We are going into Black Citadel, but it is going to be quite some time. Skeletal Minion now looking to back off to the north here. This is still not looking oh so strong. Guard towers are getting constructed, and it looks as though this expansion will stay without much of an issue, as we are now trying to creep out an additional creep camp, perhaps getting the level advantage that the Undead desperately needs at this point. Archmage sitting at level 3. Death Knight is at level 3. Naga Sea Witch is at level 2. Getting close to level 3. Clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp here should be enough to get that Naga Sea Witch to 3. But will it have the opportunity? That is the big question. Archmage now coming around the far side. Is it going to be able to make anything happen? It looks like those units are now making their way all the way back down. Archmage now coming back over, as the Archmage is in position. Footmen now running in. Crypt Fiends are all right there, and here you go. Here is another attack, as the Slaughterhouse and the base is just gonna get rushed in again. Staff of Teleportation onto the Footman. The Footman now, and the Archmage just dropping in Water Elementals. A big party just showing up inside this base already. The Spirit Tower now trying to fend off the attack here, but the Footman just far too much defend. Static defense working in favor, and I believe this is just going to be an absolute massacre. Those Footmen are not gonna be dying anytime soon. The obsidian statues could perhaps be doing a lot of damage as well, but I don't see them actually attacking the Footmen. The obsidian statues, surprisingly, would be the major source of damage since the Crypt Fiends do have to deal with defend, and I believe the obsidian statues actually attack a little bit faster. All right, Spirit Tower now down to 33 hit points. It will get taken down. Footman after Footman should get taken down there. There goes one. Mountain King is in a bit of trouble. He gets taken down. Archmage now trying to fight back here, and is Tho making a bit of a mistake here, just trying to stay alive or trying to stick around in this fight far too long. You can see that the experience is starting to rack up onto the Death Knight and the Naga Sea Witch, level 3 on each. Archmage is not even level 3 yet. As you can see, the Acolytes, they really didn't worry about that at all. And there is a Scroll Town portal. Let's take a look. That one Water Elemental will not get teleported away. More experience given, and the Naga Sea Witch and the Death Knight are each that much closer to level 4. All right, Archmage picks up a Tome of Retraining. So it looks like he's going to be trying to go for Blizzard instead now. You can see that the Archmage is right there just simply running past everything. And if the human or the human eyes actually saw that and noticed that and started to run back, I would have been very surprised. All right, here you go. Tome of Retraining, Water Elemental. Tome of Retraining wasn't even used. Acolyte going to get taken down again. And you can see the Haunted Goldmine just taking so much damage. Mountain King back out on the field. There is a Sentry Ward right there, and the Archmage is just poking away at this Haunted Goldmine, knowing that he took out that Spirit Tower earlier. Tho is just taking human harassment to another level completely, as the Archmage is going to teleport out and regroup up with the rest of his army. During this time, during all of this chaos and confusion, we see Griffins now being added. On top of that, we are going into Cloud. I don't see Animal War Training though, but we are also getting level 3 Masonry upgrades. Archmage at level 3, Mountain King at level 1. And are we going to be doing a little bit more creeping? I do believe so. That Tome of Retraining isn't really being used at any point at this time, or it won't be used at any point, as the Death Knight now backs off. All right, let's see. A little bit of a Sentry Ward there to keep track of what his opponent is doing. Naga Sea Witch still sitting at 3. Death Knight sitting at 3. And the economic toll is going to start to show. 47 supply against, I believe, 39. Yes, that is a very small difference, considering that you have the extra peasants at that expansion, but the tech advantage and the income advantage now is going to start to show. You can take a look at this 800 additional gold compared to 400 or 500 gold in the bank. As the Crypt Fiends, do they have web? If the Crypt Fiends have web, this game could be completely different here. All right, let's take a look at this. This Death Knight, or sorry, the Death Knight, unable to chase down that Mountain King, who does have boots of speed. And the Archmage now running all the way back around. Griffins are all right there. The Griffins may try to clear out this Red Drake creep camp, and yes, are going to be doing exactly that. There you go. Water Elemental right there as well. The Water Elemental does get purged, but doesn't really care, as the Mountain King is really the one who wants to gain the experience. All right, there you go. There's level 4 on the Death Knight. The Death Knight actually steals a bit of the experience there, and the Naga Sea Witch very close to level 4. That was a big steal, as the Death Knight sits at 1.8 mana. The additional +6 armor really making a big difference. All right, Mana Stone now left behind. Maybe given to the Naga Sea Witch. I'm not sure which hero is more mana intensive. 2 level 4 heroes against the Paladin, Mountain King, and Archmage. Staff of Sanctuary. You can see there is one Dragonhawk Rider for Cloud. I do not see Animal War Training. So if the Crypt Fiends do have web, that could be enough to really stop all of those air units. Also, the Dragonhawk Rider does need to channel that cloud, so it's a very, very easy target to take down. As you can now see, a Frost Nova Death Coil for no other reason than a Frost Nova Death Coil. The Death Knight now trying to chase after that Paladin, and here we go. There is a bit of cloud coming in once more, and the Dragonhawk Rider is off to the side. All right, Acolytes now trying to run back. You can see that there is a little bit of aggression now coming in here. Where are all of these units? Archmage now trying to run back a Holy Light onto one of the units there, as the Archmage is actually in a bit of trouble. May get taken down. Potion of Invulnerability saves him just in time as another Holy Light comes in. All right, let's take a look. Water Elemental may get taken down. And now the Archmage, Staff of Sanctuaries and Staff of Teleportations himself out of there. And are we going to see the web? Yes, the web does take down the poor Dragonhawk Rider. And really, I don't know who has the upper hand. 45 over 70 compared to 70 over 84. I believe the triple Griffin Aviary is now starting to really, really take its toll. And even though it felt like that the Undead army was winning throughout much of this, it is not going to show up in this next upcoming fight. There are just perhaps even knights being added. No knights being added. Also, a Paladin actually stuck inside here as well. A little bit of unsafe Staff of Sanctuary as an Acolyte now trying to haunt this gold mine down over here. All right, Archmage looking to come in again and try to just disrupt any sort of gold gathering. But this is just really tempting to just buy time. I think that's exactly what the human army is doing, just buying their time until they get the exact composition of units that they want. 50 over 70, more Acolytes being trained. And what is going to be happening here as the Archmage and Griffins are all right there. No Destroyers that I can see, only Crypt Fiends. Death Knight sitting at level 4. And now it looks as though the units are now backing off here. Not quite sure why. Picking up just the item. An easy bit of experience. Just turn around and hit that Null Warden once, and you get a little bit more experience again. All right, here we go. Here is the big fight, and there you have it. There is a Stormbolt, and Death Coil a day late and $1 short there, as we are now going into a bit of an engagement. All right, this was that just sheer massive size difference that I was talking about. So many Griffins, and brute force winning this easily, as the Griffins just overrunning the entire army. Yes. Griffins just taking down the Naga Sea Witch. There is the GG, and unit score really was the difference there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.